All right, so while you're working on that, tell us what we're doing and why, Kyle.
So right now we're gonna pull the fan off and the hub off and get the water pump out to see if the impeller on the end of the water pump shaft is spinning or not.
Yeah.
And if it's not that, well, we're gonna pull the thermostat out anyways and change it just because, but we just wanna make sure that we have the problem before we put 2 liners in it. And you know, that wasn't the problem, and it just does it again.
All right, well, so recap what happened.
So, driving along, minding my own business, you know.
As one does.
Racing some skateboarder down the interstate, you know.
Right.
Empty, 72 degrees.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden the truck's up to 240 degrees, locked itself up and shut itself off.
I like the way you went, whoa, you know, where it slowed down. Like
And
boy, if he's been loaded, that might not even feel it till really locked up. Wow. That's interesting.
then pulled over, let it cool down, started it up, set oil pressure. Letting it cool down a little bit more. And then started up and drove it home, surprisingly.
5 hours.
5 hours.
Just drove home.
20 degrees warmer than it normally runs. That's it.
Crazy.
No other problems. Well, and between there and home, I lost about 10 pounds of oil pressure too. So that kind of sucks. That's why we're gonna pull the pan, check the liners, and check the rods and mains in it just to make sure nothing happened.
Right. So, Kyle,
Yeah, bud.
for those that don't know, what's the deal with this truck?
Well, the truck's sat for 21 years.
21 years. Y'all can see the video, by the way, of us getting it going for the first time. Somewhere up here, I'll put it. But anyway, yeah, check that out.
And the last 21 years, so we got going in about 9 weeks. We did a big hole on it. We changed rear end housings and rear end gears in those housings. We sandblasted it, we painted it, did the AC on it. You know, just did a whole bunch of busybody work, really. And then I've been running it since then. And the only issue I had was about a second week out. I needed to put a water pump on it in the parking lot of truck stop. But besides that, the truck's been doing pretty good.
So it's kind of weird that it's another water pump possible problem, huh?
Well, that's what happens when you get a used water pump, you know?
Yeah.
When it's a holiday weekend and you need something, you gotta go, and then unfortunately you just don't replace it when you should because you're a slacker.
Yep.
It's normally how it happens.
Being a slacker will get you every time.
Yeah.
Unless you're me, I just happen to fall in the money somehow. Oops. Oh, there it is again. I fell in some. All right, well, I suppose when we get this water pump off, we'll show you guys what we find. All right, so we got the water pump out.
Yep, get the water pump out, and nice and tight on the shaft. Everything looks good, rolls real smooth. Well, now we're gonna pull the thermostats out. Thermostat, see what thermostat looks like. Because there's nothing wrong with this water pump.
Nothing wrong with the water pump.
Nothing wrong with the water pump.
So why did it get hot? The mystery continues.
There's no silicone inside of it.
No, okay.
Maybe like you had like a...
Well, I don't know what's that. It's gotta be thermostat or something that's gonna do this thing.
Well, it's not the
Fan
water
the fan
pump.
up. I mean, you can tell when you flip it on if it's working or not, right, Cal?
Yep, it works.
Well, he was going down the road. It would have been...
fucking radiator.
Well, the thing is, the truck always normally runs 160 to 180 max. Max is 180.
Max.
And that ain't even got a shroud on it.
Exactly. It's max 180. And now it's a 95-degree day with 82,000 gross. Coming out of Iowa all the way to upstate New York. And it was 80, 85 that day, max.
I don't know what to say. Sorry, I fucked you up here, piling stuff.
There's a thing of thermostat, huh?
What do you think, Ken?
I mean, well, it's something. Thermostat's the next logical choice, I guess.
Thermostat is the next logical choice.
So we're We're gonna boil some water and throw it in it, see if it works.
You gonna carry them in there for me, Kendra?
Yeah, I'll carry them a little bit.
Well, I need to get them out of the way so I can move.
We'll go and we'll go upstairs to this oven up there and we'll fire her up.
It is electric, ain't it?
Get some water going and see what we come up with.
All right. Well.
And apparently we gotta get that off. One more thing to take apart. Yay!
Yay! Just tear the whole truck apart.
Well, I just put it together, so it's all coming apart pretty easy, dude.
Yeah, but you didn't want to go to work anyway, so.
Oh, yeah, I did.
No, I have a message. I don't want to go
Well,
work.
if he's broke, I was hoping he did too. I mean,
Oh, he's not broke.
like
He just
you.
made all that money
Hey,
between
Tom, go ahead and tell him. Shut up, Kenny.
between Jeff, the farmer, the
Jeff
other
hasn't
farmer.
paid me.
Well, that's because Jeff sucks.
Jeff does stuff, but he doesn't pay me.
Kenny, you're not helping us cost much.
I don't know. I'd be calling Jeff. Be like, Jeff, where's my money? Where's my money, Lebowski?
Because next time Jeff wants something done, price just went up.
Price went up.
$15 an hour more now.
Something I want done, you
Late fee, man.
You know.
Did you flush the system?
No, I didn't.
All right, so what are we looking at here?
Well, this is the top. Now it goes to the top of the radiator. Thermostat's down in here. And I'm just looking at how literally thick this shit is that is in here.
Some oil in it.
We're fixing to give the fucking previous owner a beating.
Yeah, that's fucking some thick, nasty slime.
Yeah.
If you look right there,
Oh, Kenny, you need a down view in there.
So hear me out, guys. So it wasn't flowing through.
that's what I'm thinking.
That's right. Yeah, it doesn't look like it was
That's
moving.
what I'm thinking.
Well, of all the kind of
Maybe you got-
lubrication,
maybe
you
you
think, Brony, you think some bitch would come open?
I mean, maybe you'll take that off and there'll be a big chunk of shit in there.
Yeah, I know. I just saw that big, literally this thick ass goop sitting all the way on top of it.
Yeah. So thermostat
But
was.
you can't pull it until you take the more bolts out. Or
You gotta take them two out.
I thought thermostat was in here. I thought this was the housing, so this block has to
Oh
come
yeah,
off.
you're right. Well, take this neck off and see what's down next. Fuck it.
That
I
next
don't want to have to buy another gasket.
Fuck that shit. I buy it. Out of my
With what
money.
money?
I got enough to buy a gasket. I got $4 on me.
That ain't enough to buy a gasket.
Yeah, when are you buying gaskets?
I got
1920?
gasket material.
Mike.
I mean, I got silicone. That's just good.
Whoa, how come it's moving? You already loosened it?
No, I'm not. It's
Well,
not
look,
tight.
it's moving though.
Oh yeah, those bolts are loose.
Oh.
Snap a bolt off, so Leonard has to pay for new housing.
You know what Gwen said to me one time? Why do you need Kyle to get that filter off? He put it on, Gwen. I can't get so much loose.
I get that.
Oh shit.
That's fucking built up.
Put the impact on it.
No.
You can't get a socket down in there.
Get your hammer and tap it.
Tap it, yeah. Tap it the other way too. Like work it back and
I
forth.
shouldn't use this hammer. I better wait for him.
Let him break it.
I'm gonna.
Yeah. Let him. Dude, I'm so happy I didn't go on that trip the other day.
Kenny,
Oh man, we got lucky.
you got it. Tell Dad thanks for putting never sees in there.
I never put any never seen
So
it.
much.
If I didn't have it apart, I might have. You know what? I think we had the bottom of it apart because we cut and put a different tube on that.
That's for the oil cooler.
Yeah.
That's the oil line.
Yeah, Mike. I was gonna go with him the other day when the.
Oh, he would have been driving, Mike, too.
I would have been driving. I never heard. I would have been my fault, Mike.
Mike, did he tell you how?
My fault.
Did he tell you how it acted when it locked up? How it come to a woo.
Yeah, it slowed right down. Not like that.
I wondered right away if it was the transmission that did it. Till he told me more.
Well, I mean, I drove it all the way back.
Which is the thing that shocks me the most is that it got so hot locked up, but you drove it back
Kenny?
with no problems. That's kind of weird.
When you learn how to drive, they stick it in your head. Hey, try to keep it under 200. 205's operating range now for these newer ones, right?
Yeah.
Now? That's like the top of it.
Well, actually, the Cat 195 is the top.
All right, well, 205 ain't unheard of with these newer ones. In fact, they want you to run them hotter, I guess.
Well, they run more efficient when they're warm, right?
I get. Well, they do that no matter if it's old or new. But the new ones don't do it. Am I right, Kyle, when they don't even want you to idle up the new ones like they used to?
No, you have to idle the new ones up. They don't want you to idle the new ones at all. But if you do idle them, you have to idle them up.
It's something to do with like DPF and regen.
It doesn't get hot enough and it collects soot inside of it on the new ones.
Oh, on that afterburner
And the
thing?
after treatment system, yeah.
You know anybody at the wheat fields caught on fire when they pulled in there with the grain truck?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you do?
over the years.
Yeah, it's happened over at Edgerton.
I've had friends that lost
The
their
combine too?
Combines,
Jeez.
pickup sitting next to them.
Oh, that and oh man. Hey, we're gonna plant wheat this year because we want an insurance claim. Oh man,
Oh, thick one.
that's why I said let's pull this off, see what's going on
Some
here.
nasty stuff in there, dude. That's fucking gooey.
Yeah, you're gonna be running some shit through this system when you.
Yeah, well, apparently I'm fucking fixing the injector cup.
Looks like it just plugged up on you, dog.
That's probably what happened, really. Whole bunch of that shit wadded up through the system.
Well, get them off. I want to see where I go.
Well, okay. Then go get me a line for right here. Or a wrench. It's probably a 7/8 or a 15/16.
Kenny, you know where they're at. Oh, he's got the phone, the camera. Here.
Oh, hang on. Let's see if we got the right one.
Okay.
Bigger. So
Bigger than a 7/8?
hang on.
A line
15.
wrench? You got one that big?
15/16 for there. And
Which
grab grab that filter wrench hanging right there on the wall. Yeah, grab that right here. It might go small enough.
How's your truck been running,
I
Mike?
don't think so.
Morning.
Yeah, grab me a
Doing
smaller
good?
one.
Doing good?
Yeah, it's,
Not too good, right? Right? Not too good, but it's running good.
It's working okay.
Good deal. You
Yeah,
got the
that
same
one's
thing,
good.
right? You got
It's not. I got a
Probably
400
too small.
big can.
Hey, Mike?
Yeah.
The fuel filter one, I put this engine that the kids were pretty little, but Kyle might be able to remember it, and Kenny. Oh, I got it from this guy that hauled house trailers. Drives. Oh, he got shut off. Oh,
No,
okay. Anyways, it looked like a fucking bird's nest on top of the filter when I screwed it off the base. It did, man. Fucking thing in there. I thought it was gonna fucking quit, man. That's the first trip.
Holy fuck, that came loose. I thought for sure we were gonna have to get a torch out of
I
that.
was going to say you're lucky.
Hey, look at that hose on it. Oh, you already took the clamp off. Duh. And I say, wow.
I still can't believe that this came loose.
What is it, 7/16 here? You gotta pull this out. Yeah, you do it, comes off from here, you're gonna wanna replace it.
Yeah.
7/16 or half inch.
So grab me a 1/2 inch.
Wait a second, where's that clamp at? Is that right there?
Yeah, it's right there.
You know, Mike, I'm surprised
That's after this
you didn't
cover.
bring the truck in for Kyle to get your AC all tuned up,
It's
man.
right up here.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Needs
yeah,
everything.
Doesn't need that. Well, this needed everything.
1/2 inch,
You did,
7/16.
you did a pretty good job.
We're going to do that. Maybe this winter. If
That'd be
I can
cool.
hang on to some cash.
Hey, I understand that everything is.
I want a complete new system. I don't want to.
When you get to it.
No, that's what gets you in trouble is trying to reuse old AC components, dude. Something's always wrong with them, it seems like.
You know when Kyle and I really bonded is when we took that old brown truck I had at Kenworth, South Carolina. Greenville, down there where that Mike lived that helped fry all the time, you know, Billy and Mary. And we went down there to get this truck, Gary. We towed that brown one down there. Hey, this is no shit. I knew it was pretty bad when I couldn't see anybody behind me or the truck stop even. But they're like, Kyle called ahead or something and made
Yeah, I
arrangements.
called up the scene that the TA would swap the hook off one truck to another truck with a forklift and how much it would be. They're like, yeah, sure, however long it takes, we get this much an hour. I'm like,
Okay,
no problem.
all right, we'll be down there tomorrow or something. So I got a 100-foot lead cord, the battery charger in the cab with us. And we get down there and they go, well, where's the other guy at? And he goes, oh, he's probably hooking the battery charger up. Hey, this fucking thing, we didn't know at that time we had a bird's nest in the muffler. That popped later, fucking blew my ears down. I mean, I couldn't even fucking think for a while, but and it was smoking so bad when I left there because I'd never been anywhere with it on the driveway. And just I was around for the 2 years. And this fucker was smoking so bad, like, no shit. I couldn't even see the building or the whole truck stop.
dude, I think we gotta put an oil cooler on this truck.
I think the oil cooler took a shit.
That's hot.
That's what caused that sludge in there.
Kyle said these guys were laughing so bad, and when I pulled out of there, get that fucking thing out of here, that they was laughing, almost falling down, and they go, I think you guys are gonna try towing the wrong truck.
Yeah.
And anyways, we get down there, and we're coming back by this truck stop.
No, too bad in there.
Doesn't look too bad in there.
Traffic is not passing us. What was it, 3 or 4 lanes, Kyle? They would not
Yeah.
pass us. Well, when this fucker popped our ears, a bird's nest flew out of these off. And I had down to one pipe light for
That's
sure.
nice.
Anyway, it blew up in the corner of that beer.
And thermostat doesn't even look that bad. I was gonna say when I looked inside, it didn't look that bad. Looks fine.
Hey, traffic man, come to a standstill behind us.
So it's probably not thermostat.
One thing, Kyle, they didn't pass us.
Oh boy.
It was like Talladega, man. They went around us, fucking just a hammer.
What's it like, Kenny?
It doesn't look that crazy, really. It looks like it's in okay
It's
shape.
an oil cooler. It's probably where that sludge is coming from. What do you think, Mike? Oil cooler? Make all that sludge in there?
Yeah. Well, but it ain't in the crankcase. I wonder why.
Well, because oil pressure is higher than cooling pressure.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
So it goes where the least resistance is.
Well, I thought about that after I said it.
How come we can't see it open? Or
What?
is it completely closed?
Yeah,
it's
well,
completely closed.
yeah, and there might be like a bypass orifice on it somewhere, but yeah, it should be completely closed until it gets up to temp.
Is there a bypass,
No.
guys?
Stuck open?
Because I don't see one.
There might not be on it. The newer stuff usually has like a little bypass on it.
No, I'm not.
I have to come off of here
Hard
somewhere.
to get old
Yeah.
shit to seal back up. Why would I take it off? Yes. It's probably all fucking corroded. You probably need a new fucking tube. I don't want to get involved in that.
No, the tube ain't closed with painted, I think. But
Kenny or Kyle, do you have an oil
that
cooler?
silicone, what's that coming out of the
No.
bowl and bowl holes?
Old silicone.
Boy, they put way too much silicone in this.
Yeah.
I bet that oil cooler, mark my words, it's gonna look like you got a fucking ounce of hash oil. Or,
Where's it at? Over there?
yeah,
Oil cooler? Yeah.
right here.
You know, I have an oil cooler tester now, guys. I'll be able to pressure test it.
Hey, you know, Kyle, I
right.
bet this is like that one, that when trucks will tore it apart, he's gonna have a whole baggie full of fucking, look up in here, see that silicone up there? Some of these guys get carried away now. Kyle, I don't think would. But we didn't work on this before. Well, he put the water pump on, but that was out of necessity. Right there it is.
How will you test that?
Pressure tester.
You have that?
Yeah.
You know what that looks like inside? It looks like a whole bunch of tubes go through it, and it's got fins or something like that.
It looks like.
Yeah, I figured you did.
So where do you hook up to test it?
Couldn't tell you.
You gotta take it off.
Mikey, will you grab a socket while you're there?
You gotta take it off, Kenny.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think you have to take it off to test it.
Kyle, you take it off?
Yeah.
Kenny was right.
You gotta plug it up some places.
He'll show you. He got the thing right here.
So you
That's
set,
what that's for.
you set the oil cooler down in here, some O-rings, you set it down on top of it, you tighten it up, put some pressure in here, right? So coolant flows through it here, oil is around it, right?
Yep.
So then if it leaks out one of these ports over here, then you know it's the oil cooler. Or if it leaks out through here, or any one of the open
I can
ones,
find out what that thing was for.
not good.
Mag told
So,
you?
no, fuck, Mag wouldn't know.
I figured it out.
Someone on the internet told me, and then someone on the internet also proceeded to want to buy it immediately after.
I bet.
Power of the internet.
Just any oil cooler that are fitting there.
Yeah, they want to fit. So there's multiple different
That
ones.
was a find in itself. Oh, that's what that's for, that stuff.
So Kyle, what's the plan now?
I don't know.
Know where that was?
Kill
We got
myself.
it. That was
Right,
deep,
right.
Wasn't it? Supposed to stay in.
I don't know. I mean, oil. There's not that much oil in there.
I know what I do,
What's that, Michael?
down here on this radiator hose,
Yeah.
looks like it's got a couple plugs in it.
Yeah.
Take one of them out
Yeah.
and grab
Garden hose?
grab a little bit more water before you pull that oil cooler.
Yeah.
See if it's.
You mean like flush it?
Well, no. We'll pull the bottom hose off to see how much more sludge is in the bottom of it. Yeah.
You with me?
Oh, I'm with you, Mike.
I'll take it off here and up there.
I wouldn't get in a hurry and pull
Mike,
that cooler.
you see that down hose off the radiator? You imagine how much that costs nowadays? Jeff Trucks will give that to me.
What, a big black one?
Fuck yeah. It's an elbow, Mike, that big hose right here.
Because if your oil cooler's bad, you're gonna end up.
With sludge down
Yeah,
there.
I know. That's the plan. I'm just what I'm seeing how thick this is. It's definitely there's definitely something in there that's making it get thick like that. So, and the funny thing is when I first did the truck, I thought the oil cooler was bad because there's antifreeze on top of the oil filter base when I changed the oil in it, and there's antifreeze in the oil pan. But since I've been running it, I haven't had that issue. But again, it could just be collecting, and now that it's running with actual oil pressure, not sitting, it's moving it through the system. Well, I can pull a plug right now. I did sit for 3 weeks and see if anything comes out of it.
I bet you I bet you $1 that there's a bunch of silicone in that fucking oil cooler thing.
Over here?
There's a screen or
No,
something.
no, no.
There's a screen or something here, right? There's some kind of screen in there between here and here.
No, there's no screen.
Yes, there
Normally
is.
there isn't. Normally there's just a gasket and then there's your cooler.
I don't think so on Cummins. Ouch. Oh,
Guys,
that's what I dropped off. I was wondering where I dropped it. I heard it.
does that go up here?
Water pump won't, yeah, it's water pump over that housing.
Yeah, one of the two.
Inch and a half or
Inch and a quarter, yeah.
Yeah, we're filming. This is the back of the
Oil cooler.
Ew. It's not coming out very fast.
It's all sludge, dude. It's all
Yeah.
thick. It's chunky.
Well, I can see it, yeah.
It's starting to come
Now
out
it's
a
coming
little
out
faster.
a little faster. There it goes. Yeah, definitely it's coming out slow.
Yeah, we're gonna
So
pull
that
it off and
chunky-
check.
So we're checking. Okay, so probably this might be plugged up.
Yeah, we'll pull it off and check.
Okay. Cool. So we're gonna take off this oil cooler. Neat. I said it has to be plugged somewhere. Something's plugged somewhere.
We got 240. Something's plugged, dude.
Yeah.
Has to be.
Yep.
I'll have to get the water pump off and thermostat out. Hopefully it's the oil cooler. Otherwise, I have no clue why it overheated. So we got our oil cooler off. The only little blockage was this piece right here, but we pressure tested it and everything was fine on that. So we're gonna go pull the pan off and just check below to see.
All right, we got the pan down. What do you see so far?
I don't know, whatever this is.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know. And then we have whatever this is. Then we have some metal over here in this corner and some sludge. And then if you see right here, can you turn the flashlight on with the camera? There's a little lightning
over
bolt
here.
button. Yeah.
Yeah, hold on. Battery too low to use flash. Hold on, I got an idea.
And then there's some metal right down there.
Yeah.
See that?
Well, hopefully that's just been there. It's not new metal.
Oh, it's pretty shiny. Yep. All right. Oh, let's put the pan out from underneath here and check some stuff out underneath here.
All right.
A little bit of metal in the pan from the cam. There's a piston cooler jet that's broke off.
What's that tube thing you found? That's an O-ring or something.
Cool beans.
It's leaking. I want to put your plug back in.
Plug. That's the oil pickup.
Oh. Oh boy. You know what? I don't see a lot of metal. I think you're imagining.
No, it is a little bit. It ain't bad.
I was like, you're imagining things when it comes to metal. I think that's not the problem. But the real test is going to be what the liners look like. Because if you didn't score a liner, dude, we're back in action.
Well, if there's no metal, probably didn't score a liner.
Yeah, that's true. Somehow. Kyle, are you sure you didn't just stall?
God, dude. What?
You sure it just didn't like stall? Sure it locked up?
Dude, I hit the starter. It wouldn't turn over.
Maybe because it just was hot.
So, the chances that it stalled, but not because it was hot. But
No,
just,
it definitely stalled because it was hot, but it didn't seize. It just stopped running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the starter wouldn't turn it over.
Yeah.
So what else? How else would you describe that to someone?
Ah, man, it sounded like it seized. I mean, I don't know, man.
Yeah. Because I wanted to tear my whole truck apart for no reason.
No reason.
That's what I wanted to do this weekend.
It's a fun weekend activity.
Yeah, you know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, everyday normal.
right, well, we'll get some footage of what the liners look like when we find out. So, there's the rod bearing, main bearing. And you can see there's some pretty good gouges inside of it. I don't know if you can see that, but I think it's the exhaust cam lobe right there. And can't really see up in number 1 liner, but I don't know why number 1 liner got scored. Focus camera.
Couldn't you just like move this radiator back?
It's too tall and wide.
Tall and wide. And that one Volvo radiator's too short.
Well, the Volvo radiator is made for a really low sit and everything, and it's just not, no. And the T2000 radiator is no good.
What are the dad mad though? Isn't that why you do things like dad mad?
Not everything, Ken. Not everything.
What that screwdriver you got, Josh, in the truck?
The screwdriver I got, Josh. Well, we can't, the phone can't see the liner.
Well, you got a light on?
Yeah?
Still can't see it.
No.
Well, let's talk about it.
I already did.
Like, when we pull the head off or something, we'll get a better shot of it.
There's 2 engines we got. 525 Select Plus N14 here. And then we have a 500 ISX there. And I'd really like to put the ISX in it, but I don't want to rebuild that right now. So this N14's a runner and a driver. We drove it in the shop. The guy that used to own it, I used to do a lot of work for him, so he ran it every week. So we're gonna get this down in here. It should bolt up on the same motor mounts, so we shouldn't have any issue there. So we're gonna go ahead and get the other motor out and get this one shoehorn down in there. Well, Big Cam 400, I'm gonna miss you running you 3,000 RPMs, but unfortunately, we gotta make room for the N14, bud. Today's fuck up is brought to you by Leonard. Good job, Leonard.